My name is Kazuya Hirano. This is my third year working, and I'm taking care of my mother, who is a very ordinary person. Well, a little bit unlivable and unable to save money. I'm a high school graduate office worker.
Look, Kaz. It's a pot that makes any dish taste better, and he beat me to it by 100,000 yen. Now I can cook a delicious meal for you, Kaz.
Incidentally, my father divorced my mother when I was 3 years old because he couldn't stand her personality. I think he made the right decision. No matter how much child support my mother gets, she spends it all. Because of my mother, my family has always been very poor. Since I was in elementary, I've been working part-time ever since high school. Newspaper boy, convenience store, houseboy, debt collector, and tuna fisherman. Oh, the cleaners were paid well for the work, for some reason. So even now, in my third year for working, I still live at home to take care of my mother. By the way, I hate rich people because they have never had to struggle to survive. But I'm done with this life because...
Kaz, what are you doing all by yourself?
Just leave him alone, miss. I'm sure he misses being away from his mother.
Oh.
Because my mom is finally getting remarried. Now I'm free of my mom. Finally. So today is the day of my first meeting with her remarried partner. I was so happy that I wore a custom-made outfit that cost 500,000 yen, which my mother had made on her own a long time ago.
Why the hell are you here?
That's my word! When I went to the meeting place, somehow my ex-girlfriend from high school was sitting there. She is Rinko Hosho, the daughter of the world-famous Hosho group. She was from one of the most prestigious celebrity high school in Japan, called Lovekoi Academy, where she was the student council president at that time. She was a talent, literate, and skilled girl from a prominent family, and her popularity at the time was enormous. Why is she my ex-girlfriend when she is such a cloud? This was because I was attending Lovekoi Academy with free tuition as a special student, which was given only to those with the best grades. My first encounter with Rinko was at lunchtime the day after I entered the school. I turned down the representative speech at the entrance ceremony, but I wonder who ended up doing it. I wanted to earn money by working part-time whenever possible, and I had refused to be the new student representative speaker even though I came in at the top of the entrance exam. So this was my first day of school.
Is there a Kazuya Hirano?
I was about to go out for lunch when suddenly Rinko came to my class and came looking for me by name. What? I'm Kazuya Hirano. Who is a beautiful girl?
Well, that's you, right? You were the one who, despite being admitted as a top student in the entrance exam, declined to give the new student representative speech. And to top it off, you were absent from the entrance ceremony. Why were you absent?
Because I had other things to do.
You had other things to do? You entered this prestigious school of Lovekoi with a perfect score the first time in 20 years.
Yeah, what a girl. Even though I've never met her before, she seems like a big deal.
Unforgivable.
Uh-huh.
It is unforgivable that someone like you was the head of the entrance exam and gave up the position of the representative speaker to me. You're gonna have to compete at the next test with me.
I see. Apparently, this is a girl who made a speech on my behalf.
So I'm definitely gonna take the top spot in my grade.
I don't get it. It's just a guess, no matter how you look at it. So after the worst first meeting between me and Rinko, we had to compete for the best grade on every test. In the meantime, before we knew it, we were attracted to each other, and...
I think I like the fact that you're actually trying, you know? Please go out with me.
Me too. Thank you. Thus, Rinko's confession led to our going out, but that relationship ended after 5 months. In one test, I lost the first place to Rinko. Rinko is a very rich young lady, so being a special student doesn't mean much. But it doesn't matter much if you're number 1, does it? So why are you bothering me? This is why I hate rich people. They've never had to struggle to survive, have they?
Huh? I hate poor people like you.
So, we had a fight and broke up. And since then, we have been known as like cat and dog. After graduation, I got a job and only heard rumors about Rinko that she went to a certain tea university. 3 years have passed since our graduation. I never thought we would meet again in this way. After our meeting, Rinko and I came to a newly built house together. Mom and stepfather are going on their honeymoon in Europe for the next 2 weeks. Damn!
If I had known it was you, I wouldn't be here now either. But it's my father's request.
Yeah, the cause of all this is Rinko's father. According to him, he would like to experience a normal family reunion.
Cause you cried that you were sad to leave your mom. Dude?
I was crying because I was so happy. Don't say things that can be misunderstood. In fact, we had such a conversation anyway.
It's unwilling, but we're going to live together after all. We have to share some of the housework. My father doesn't welcome the idea of hiring a housekeeper, as it's not a typical family reunion.
I'm supposed to do my own housework at least. This is why I hate rich people.
Saying that, but you must actually be secretly happy about it, right?
Huh?
How do you like my style? It's pretty good, isn't it? Maybe you're thinking that I'm just a cheap one, but unfortunately I'm not like that. So, I'm sorry to say that you are happy to be living with a beautiful woman, but don't expect that kind of thing from me.
Shit. What is she talking about? I'm not interested in you at all. You're too self-conscious. And as for living together, I even resent God, whom I don't even believe in.
Huh? What? Well, if you insist it. Okay. You're a worker and I'm a student. I'll take care of all the housework.
Oh, that's great.
And I will make you melt with my charm. You'll regret now that you said you weren't interested in me at all.
Is this a rematch of our high school fight? After all, you only managed to win one fight that time. Okay, I'll take it. Well, good luck. Thus, I moved in with my ex-girlfriend, and for some reason, she decided to accept the challenge of melting me down. Well, hey Rinko, I'm going to ask you just in case. What's that?
Well, it's an omelet. You can tell by looking at it, can't you?
No, it's just burnt. No matter how you look at it. The next day, I woke up in the morning and went to the living room to find something black on my plate.
Oh, it's not burnt. It just got a little blackened.
That's called being burnt. All this time, I've only had the image of an honored student. I'd forgotten. No way a rich young lady would cook. No matter how hard you try, it's just a poor omelet. Are you going to kill me?
No, it's okay. Yes, char is carcinogenic. But that's only if you eat a ton of more of grilled fish every day for 100 years. It doesn't matter if you eat this much char.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'll take charge of the cooking. It's a waste of food. It's a waste, so I managed to eat the eggs that have turned into dark matter.
What? You're really gonna eat?
It will be a waste. Well, my mom's cooking is even worse. I decided to make myself breakfast again. As a result...
No way! I never thought you were such a good cook. When I was in high school, I only brought rice balls, so I thought...
Yeah, I couldn't cook then because I didn't have the money. But I used to help out in the kitchen of an inn, and I'm rather good at cooking itself.
Oh my. And what's more, they say it's as good as our chefs?
That's a nice endorsement from the lady of the Hosho family. Taste it well and eat it. Oh, especially that omelet.
I'm so pissed off! How did my plan to make him melt with a home-cooked meal ended up like this?
Operation Mellow Yellow hosted by Rinko. First round, I win.
I'm sure the cooking was a bit of a failure, as it was unfamiliar tasks. But I can do the laundry too! You'll have a meltdown when you see my laundry tricks.
Fine. After finishing the washing up with a regretful look on her face, Rinko declared to me as I was drinking coffee on the sofa. A laundry trick? Rinko is actually pretty stupid. All you have to do is put in the detergent and push the button. Don't do anything extra.
I know, it's as simple as that.
Well, that's a flag, of course.
Yeah! What the heck is this?
I'm going to ask you in case you're interested. What are you doing, dude?
What? You know what I'm talking about, laundry!
No, I don't understand. An hour later, I went to the changing room and found Rinko covered in bubbles for some reason. You didn't make that goofy mistake. A cup for a full cup and adding lots of detergent, did you?
Isn't it obvious? I would never make a mistake like that.
That's right. She was always in second place at Lovekoi Academy High School, and now attends the best university in Japan. So there's no way she would make a mistake like that.
Oh, you piss me off every time. I told you it's not like that.
Then why you're covered in bubbles?
That's because there were so many different scents of detergent. I got caught up in the good smell and ended up putting in all kinds. See, it's important that your clothes actually smell good, right?
That's, in some ways, worse than making a goofy mistake. This is why rich ladies are no good.
I'm sorry, I never do my own laundry. My housekeeper does it anyway. But I know that adding more detergent than the prescribed amount won't change the cleaning power.
Then you know that mixing a good fragrance with a great fragrance doesn't make it smell even better. And while you're at it, know that too much detergent can look like this flag.
Why are you bringing up programming terms now?
Yes. You're right. Flags are essentially a programming term. How do you know all those things? So I did the laundry. After 30 minutes of cleaning up.
Oh my god! Not only do you wash your clothes, but you even use the bubbles to clean your bathroom?
I used to work part-time at the cleaning service. So, this is just the beginning. Instantly, detergent is not suitable for cleaning floors. So the rule of thumb is to wipe it off immediately. Otherwise, it'll soak into the floor. Remember that.
I lost again.
Rinko hosted melting down operation. Winner of the second round, me. Current record, 2 wins and 2 fights. As you can see, Rinko was never suited for housework. It's not melting down, but it's goofy. And it became a habit that Rinko would do the no good housework and I would do the perfect housework. Oh, I'm only in charge of the cooking. It's a waste of food. A week later, to date, I've won 70 games and I'm a complete winner. It will be faster if I did it already, but it feels pretty good to see a Rinko fail. So I'm not going to offer to take turns at this point. But she's late getting out of the bathtub. It's already been 2 hours. As for bathing, Rinko takes a bath first every time. It's definitely more efficient if I go in first. Why the hell is that lady going in first? And that was when I complained. Hey Rinko, it's late. Starting tomorrow, I'll go first. Rinko came to the living room wearing only a bath towel.
Ugh, you're dirty. I just took a bath, remember? What are you going to do if I get dirty?
What the hell are you wearing? Put some clothes on.
It's normal for commoners to walk around dressed like this, isn't it? Fortunately, my housemates don't seem to be interested in my style at all.
You.
Why are you in such a panic? You're not the least bit interested in me, are you? Then, there's nothing wrong with this.
Well, I did say that, though. That's not a point.
Oh, maybe you're in such a hurry because you unexpectedly interested in me. Was I more attractive than you imagined?
Of course not. Who the hell do you think you are?
Is that so? And yet your eyes are darting all around and your breathing is shallow. Does this mean I finally beat you?
This isn't...
Oh, admit it. You're turning this red and it's not looking good.
You need to learn a little more shame. Stay away from me.
I should have done this from the beginning. If I could have seen such a good response, I would have done this earlier.
Just get away from me, or I'll back away by force.
Oh my god, that's violent! Oh, I'm scared!
Enough. I'm gonna go take a bath.
Enjoy! Oh yeah, I have an information session at the company I'm hoping to get a job at, so you don't have to cook dinner this coming Thursday.
What? What are you job hunting?
Of course. I'm in my sophomore year. It's time to start.
Right. It was unexpected. I thought a young lady like Rinko would not get a job but wait to get married or get connected to her parents' company. Oh, why did I? 7th day of living together. Rinko melts me down in a confrontation that I lost for the first time with 17 wins and 1 loss. At the same time, my impression of Rinko was changing little by little. And so, from the 7th day onward, Rinko gradually increased her winnings. But there has been no attack like the 7th day since that one. Apparently, she realized later what she had done, and a sense of shame came belatedly. Why are you hiding?
Forget about yesterday. Just remember that I won.
This is a good thing. Rinko is a surprisingly aggressive person. She said that she has a company information session today. Thinking back, when we were still dating, I was attracted to Rinko's hard work. I don't dislike the fact that she is a very wealthy young lady who doesn't have to work, but she thinks she deserves to be job hunting too. I'm kind of getting along with my cohabitation. Oh, who is that? Dad? Hello, Dad. The caller was my dad. Mom and Dad were divorced, but he and I get along pretty well. My dad really wanted to take me in, but my mother cried and moaned so much that he gave up his parental rights in tears. By the way, we still meet once a month. Hello, Kazuya. I heard that Yukari got remarried. I've been able to do well until now because my father listened to me in this way. I told my father about this incident without concealment. He had always been a sounding board for me, so I just let my true feelings out. But I think I'm ready to get away from my mom. I'm ready for a life where I don't have to chase after money. That's right. It's about time Kazuya took some time for yourself. You've worked hard until now. Well, thank you, Dad. We talked for a while, and I hung up. I felt somewhat lighter, perhaps because we had talked about so many things. I guess from now on, I won't have to fear my mom spending my money. It was very emotional for me to think so. Then I decided to take a bath, and when I opened the door... Whoa, what the hell, Rinko? You're home. When I opened the door, Rinko was standing in front of me. What are you doing here? I'm going to take a bath first. You too. Change your clothes.
What do you mean you want to get away from your mother?
What the heck? You're listening. You know what's going on in my house, right? I'm a grown man, and I'm tired of it. Oh, what? What are you doing? I was slammed against the hallway wall by Rinko.
Now take back what you said about wanting to get away from your mother.
Huh? Why do I have to hear you say that? You may not know this, but it's very hard to lose money no matter how much you earn.
But she's the one who cares about you so much. Spending money is not all for Kazuya.
I'm suffering for it. It doesn't matter if I'm so poor that it's hard to survive. After all, the rich who have lived comfortably cannot understand this suffering. I thought Rinko and I might get along as friends. With this in mind, I was about to forcefully let go of Rinko.
Don't know.
Huh? What are you talking about? I can't hear you.
I don't understand. I don't know what it's like to be a poor person who doesn't appreciate the love of their own parents and then just shuns them with impunity. Just being loved is good enough for me. I don't even have a parent's love, let alone my own parents' face.
Real parents' face? Wait, you mean... That was when I was about to think so. Rinko, look out!
Huh?
Rinko almost fell down the stairs. I quickly reached out and trapped Rinko in my arms.
Kazuya! Kazuya! Are you alright? Kazuya!
Apparently, I hit a spot that was not good. Oh, no. Rinko is calling my name. My consciousness breaks off as I hear Rinko's desperate voice. Am I...
Oh, thank God. Kaz, you're awake?
Mom? When I woke up, I saw my mother's face in front of me, swollen with tears. Why, my mom? I mean, this is... I fell down the stairs, and I'm in a hospital?
Yes, you are. I got a call from Rinko that Kaz was taken to the hospital by ambulance, so I rushed home.
I thought you were in Europe. I don't know how long I've been asleep. Kazuya! When I looked at the entrance to the hospital room, I saw Mr. Hosho, Rinko's father, standing there. That's when I remembered what Rinko had said. Mr. Hosho, where's Rinko? Besides, Rinko is... by the looks of it, you've found out. Okay, it's something I've been meaning to talk to you about for some time. Before I go to Rinko, I need you to hear it. With that, Mr. Hosho began to talk about Rinko's upbringing. He and his former wife were unable to have children and had been at a loss for many years. So the couple decided to adopt a child from an orphanage. Rinko was taken in when she was 6 years old, but Mr. Hosho could hardly stay home because of his work. Inevitably, therefore, his wife was the main person in charge of Rinko's education, but as a result, my wife was raising Rinko solely as the heir to the Hosho family. I just wanted to love her to the fullest as a family, but by the time I realized it, it was too late. That's why Rinko has been trying so hard to take back my words. Rinko knew how precious it was to be loved by her family, and she knew it painfully well. I'm going to go to Rinko's. Do you know where she is? I've got a secret escort for you. They're now in the high school of Lovekoi Academy. To me, Rinko can talk about her true feelings by any means. So, Kazuya, take care of Rinko. After hearing those words, I ran out of the hospital. Damn! Rinko didn't say a word about that. Rinko!
Kazuya?
Rinko was in the classroom I used in my freshman year. There, Rinko was sitting on the floor, soaking wet.
Kazuya, why are you here? You were with your mother, aren't you?
Rinko, I'm sorry. I hurt you a lot. I told her what Mr. Hosho had told me about Rinko's upbringing.
I see. He told you that? I'm sorry too. I lost my temper and stepped down the stairs. Thanks for covering for me. Fortunately, I heard you're only bruised, but how are you feeling?
No, I'm fine now. I slept all day, so I'm much better.
I see. Good.
Rinko then began to talk. She told us what she had felt toward her family.
I've always envied you. Even though your parents are divorced, both of them are very loving to you. That's because I know you're right, that I'm in a privileged environment. But to me, you seem more blessed because you're loved by your divorced parents, you know? I don't even know what my real parents look like. I've never received any love from the parents who took me in. Every time you said, "This is why rich people are so rich," I thought it too. That's why poor people are like this. Why can't they appreciate the happiness around them?
I'm sorry. Rinko is right. I didn't notice at all. For me, it was just too obvious.
It's the same for me. Seeing you always struggle to make ends meet, I finally understood how blessed I am. But I thought I wanted to talk to Kazuya because of you, but I couldn't find the courage to do so. So I had to make up my mind. My mother-in-law kept telling me why I couldn't get first place. And she was the one who passed at the top of her class and graduated at the top of her class, so if I won the first place, I would tell you about me. But in the end, we broke up because of that.
She had a lot of circumstances, including pressure from her mother. But what
Kazuya!
What? Rinko?
I regretted it for a long time that I broke up with you that day. In the end, I almost lost again this time, and I couldn't melt down at all. But I really want to tell you, Kazuya! I love you. Please go out with me again?
I felt like my heart was filling up with something. Looking back, if I really disliked them, I wouldn't have moved in with them in the first place. Maybe somewhere in my heart, I wanted to start over with Rinko too. I like you too. Let's tell each other what we're thinking this time.
Kazuya!
Softly, our lips meet. It had been 6 years since I met Rinko. Now at last, I felt that their thoughts were also overlapping. Then after returning home...
Oh, Father, I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused you.
Rinko, oh, thank God. You came back all right.
Huh?
Oh no, thank goodness. I was afraid that you might say, I don't like Father anymore. I want to have more family reunions with Rinko. Okay, I'll have to be more frank for that. Yes, let's not call me Father anymore. I've always hated it. From today on, call me Daddy. So, come on, Rinko.
No, Kazuya!
Mr. Hosho has apparently stopped suppressing his love for Rinko. Rinko is a bit nervous about the sudden change in her father, but she seems not to be too upset about it. She will surely receive her father's overflowing love from now on. And I...
Kazuya,
Mom,
I am sorry for giving Kaz a hard time all this time. I'm an idiot, so I spend money for Kaz right away. But I got remarried. From now on, I don't think I'll give Kazukuna any hardships in terms of money, so...
I'm sorry for being so depressing too. I know exactly what you mean about Mom's liking me too much.
Oh, thank you, Kaz.
Oh my god! Hey, Mom, stop hugging me! I am very poor and Rinko is very rich. We both have the exact opposite of what we have and what we want, so we've come a long way. But I'm sure that from now on, we can share what we want with each other.
Kazuya, once again, let's continue to be friendly with each other.
Yeah, me too. My new parents smile at me. We were in the middle of all this, secretly tying our pinkles together behind our backs.